Okay, so hopefully this doesn't fall. Right now, I'm heading to the gym. Obviously, I wouldn't be filming if I wasn't, and you wouldn't be seeing it here if I was. But I'm heading to the gym with a power lifter friend of mine, which is pretty cool. We've worked out before. This will be the first time I've ever hit legs with him. Fun fact about me, I have terrible balance. I really suck when it comes to balancing, which is so much fun when a lot of leg workouts require you to have pretty decent balance. So anyways, with that being said, I'm still going to work out with him. Okay, I can't really do anything with this anymore, so I'm going to work out with him. Hopefully, I can get some B-roll or just some footage. I don't really know though, because it's gonna be me, him, and his friend. So, me actually being able to film might be a little hard. I don't really know. But anyways, with that being said, I'm just kind of decided that I'm just gonna film myself talking in my car, whether it be before or after workouts. I don't really know. It's kind of just me rambling too. Like, I don't have a set script for what I'm gonna say in all these. Also, sorry that the road's a bit bumpy. I genuinely cannot attach this thing any more securely. Sorry. Great riveting footage, isn't it? I'm such a good filmer. I'm so glad that I've been filming for 9 years. Yeah, so basically any of these long form videos, unless I have like a topic in mind that I want to talk about, they're just gonna be me chatting, or me yapping. For instance, like right now, I'm gonna talk about the fact that, yeah, I've been filming for, I've been doing photography and videography for 9 years now, I believe. I started really getting into it. I started with stop animation, actually, which is not easy and is not where I would recommend anyone to start if they want to start doing any sort of filmmaking or videography or anything like that. I would not recommend starting with stop animation. However, with that being said, I have been doing photography for 9 years at the minimum, and I've been doing videography off and on throughout those 9 years. A lot of it has been, a lot of photography I've done has just been like at my church, mainly. And then a lot of videography has been, I have a couple short films that I've made, and then I want to make more of those eventually. And then I've done just some, like, obviously I've filmed in the gym now, and I've done some filming at my church. I filmed a music video for this band. I got some filming under my belt. That person almost just hit me. I don't know if you guys saw that. They were very close. Oh, that is not mixed all the way. Please don't come in my lane. Thank you. Anyways, yeah, I've always had a passion for just creative things in general. Big on music and videography specifically. But yeah, those are something I've been doing for a while. My plan with all this is to eventually actually get a genuine. My shirt is so wrinkled. My plan is to actually get a genuine camera to film with right now, because I have 2 cameras, but they're both photo forward cameras. Essentially just, they're more photography focused than they are videography, which is fine because I do photography the most. But now that I'm starting to do this and I want to make more short films and I really want to get into that more, I really need to invest in a video forward camera. So that's not what the technical term is, that's just what I call them. Anyways, so yeah, but my plan is eventually to actually get one of those, because it'll just be a lot higher quality and a lot easier, so I'm not filming on my phone and having to make sure I delete the files so I don't run out of storage space, which is actually something I'm very worried about for this video. So this video randomly cuts off at any point. It's because I ran out of storage space. Because basically these things are just me yapping till I get somewhere, or me yapping till I run out of things to yap about. And side note, it's really hard for me to run out of things to yap about because I just kind of talk. And that's part of the reason why I was so into doing this like so early on. Like I was just like, yeah, this is something I could do easily because I already talk to myself a lot. Like if I'm ever listening to music, or if I'm ever in my car and for some reason my Bluetooth doesn't connect to my car and I can't listen to music other than the radio, I don't really like listening to the radio, so I'll literally just sit here and have a conversation with myself or think something through for like my future, like next couple days or whatever, you know. So I was like, when I started kind of thinking about doing this, I was like, that's not gonna be hard at all because I already talk to myself. And in the gym too, like I don't really sing in the gym because I don't want to like bother other people by being loud. But I do talk to myself, like mutter under my breath or whatever. I have some sort of conversation. So it's like, I have to, the reason I didn't do any for my back day that I just filmed a lot of is because I realized that I need to have one of these on my mic because a lot of my gym, sorry, this is gonna get really bumpy. This stretch of road is really bad. I actually should probably get over. Anyways, a lot of my gym has like these small metal fans on the ground. They're like this big, and they're just pointed everywhere. So it's kind of hard to avoid them for like every exercise. And in like every single clip that I had yesterday, like there was some that I never posted because they were me talking, but you could like mainly only hear just because of the fans blowing directly at the microphone. So I put one of these on, which his gym doesn't have that, but I just did that for sake of remembrance next time. Hopefully, and I'm also I have my AC kind of high, so I'm hoping maybe that'll be a way I can test it. I don't know if it's quite as powerful as those metal box fans. I don't even know if they're box fans. They're circles and they're metal. They have like metal on the outside, metal fans. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm looking forward to this leg day because he hyped it up a lot. He was like, oh yeah, this leg day, it's killer, man. But at the same time, I don't like doing legs, so I'm not looking forward to it because of that. And like I mentioned earlier, I don't have good balance. So I'm kind of worried I'm going to embarrass myself in front of this dude and his friend. Because I'm friends with this guy. I've never met his friend. Well, I met his friend, but like it was like in passing. But also the only reason I'm friends with this guy, or how we became friends, I should say, not the only reason. We became friends because I got a new job and he works there, and we quickly realized that we have a lot of common interests. But like we have not known each other that long, so it would be pretty easy for me to embarrass myself when we've only hit chest and back together. So I'm also I don't have super strong legs, which is kind of ironic considering I used to be overweight. A lot of people who are overweight, that is one blessing that they typically have when they start going to the gym, is that their legs are already fairly strong. Mine are not. It's very annoying. But anyways, besides the point. I'm looking forward to it because he hyped it up, and I'm excited to actually try it because he's talked about it the past like 2 weeks. Because I think it's a fairly new workout for him. Not the new work, you know what I mean? Like a new plan, schedule. I don't know, but anyways. So I'm excited because he's hyped it up a lot, but I'm also worried that I'm going to embarrass myself because I can't do a lot of weight, and I have terrible balance. But at the same time, you know, like that's the same mindset that I started off in the gym, and so I just got to get out of it because like when I started at the gym, I was always so worried about like other people around me God, it's so bright. It's like bottom down here is just so bright. Sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Can I? There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. Anyways, when I first started out in the gym, I was always so worried about people around me like judging me or thinking, oh, this guy's so weak. And it's like, as someone who's now been going to the gym for 3 years, I don't see someone who is like just starting out in the gym, can't do a lot of weight, and think, oh, what a loser, he can't do a lot of weight. It's like, I'm proud of that guy for getting in the gym, that girl, sorry, either one, any gender. I'm proud of them for getting in the gym, working on themselves, bettering themselves, and doing it for themselves, because no one else is going to do it for you. And it's just, that's that mindset that I really had to get over when I first started working out. And every now and then I'll feel it creep back up, especially when I work out with other people who've been working out a lot longer than me. Like this guy's been lifting for, I think he said 7 years, 6. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, so yeah, it's like that mindset's always going to be there, but it's kind of something you got to like tune out if you ever want to make any progress. Because if you're always afraid of embarrassing yourself, and like there's always going to be someone better than you in the gym, so if you're always worried about embarrassing yourself in front of someone better than you, you're gonna quit. Like because like I said in my last long form video, like you don't have to go to the gym. Like it doesn't matter if you're paying for it. Even if you sign up for a year-long thing, like, yeah, I just spent $500 for a year-long gym membership, or however much it costs depending on where you went. But with that being said, that doesn't mean I have to go. Like, $500, but it's not like they're dragging me there, like I said in my last video. So it's like, if you're always worried about, why are we so backed up here, guys? What are we doing? Oh, they just weren't driving. Great. Now we're moving. Anyways, if you're always so worried about, voice crack, embarrassing yourself in front of someone better than you, or just embarrassing yourself because you're new, you're never gonna get anywhere, because every time you go to the gym, you have that in the back of your mind, like, what if someone laughs at me? And like, part of me is like gonna try and tell you like, no one would do that, that's stupid. But I also know there are jerks out there, and that's just the truth. But what I can tell you is, who cares? You know, it's like, you got to remember what you're doing this for. You're not doing this, hopefully, you're not doing this for other people. That's a whole different topic I'll get into a different day. Hopefully you're not doing this for other people, and you're doing it for yourself. Because if you're doing it for yourself, it doesn't matter what other people think. And that just goes for life too. But like I said, whole different topic. But it's like, I mean, you gotta want it for yourself and not want it for someone else. And I think that's, a lot of that's the reason I took so long to get dedicated with the gym, is because I didn't want it for myself. I wanted it because, I was overweight, but like all my friends were, not all my friends, but like a lot of my friends were skinnier, and like I wanted it because I didn't want to feel embarrassed to not take my shirt off in the pool when we hung out in the summer. Like I didn't want to feel embarrassed doing that. But that was for other people. Like there was still that mindset of it being for other people. And a lot of people do it nowadays. They lose weight for their, significant other. And I'm not going to say anything bad about that. But what I will say is, if you're doing it for someone else, it's not a good thing to do it for. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Like, if I were, say, like I was dating someone and I was trying to lose weight for them, or I was trying to get bigger for them, it's like, if like they end up saying, oh, well, it's fine, like I don't care that much, you lose your motivation right there. Or if you end up, like losing them, or like they break up with you or something, it's like, there goes that motivation. And it's like, and it's another thing is like, there's this common thing on the internet about like, I got broken up with, but hey, gym motivation, that's gonna last you a month, maybe. And if it lasts you any longer, you're dwelling in depression intentionally, and that's not healthy. or, you know, like you're bringing up those past emotions intentionally, which is not healthy. But typically, you know, like it'll last like a month, and then it's like, oh well, no motivation anymore, and so you're like, well, what do I do? And it's like, you gotta learn how to be motivated and want to go for yourself. And there can be a million reasons of why, but you gotta make sure that your mindset behind going to the gym is that you want to go for yourself and not for other people, you know? It's just, I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling, but that's kind of what these long form videos are gonna be. And it's just me kind of rambling, because I got another 10 minutes before I'm at the gym, and I'm gonna sit here and talk to myself either way. So either I can sit here and talk to you guys, if anyone watches this, or I can sit here and talk to myself for the next 10 minutes. I prefer the former option, because I can pretend I'm talking to someone, even if no one ever watches this video. Hopefully people do. It's not a guarantee. But, oh, that was spicy. Anyways, what else can I talk about? Protein bars. Sorry, this has just been a topic, because my parents buy protein bars for our house, just for me and them, because no one else really needs it. But we bought we buy the Quest protein bars. It's a good brand. As someone who deals with like texture issues with food and stuff, you got to kind of get past that texture issue, because if you have it, you know, it kind of has the consistency of Play-Doh. But they came out with these new ones, which are like, so like the regular ones are like 170 calories for 21 grams of protein average. That's like their average range. Sometimes it'll be like 190 for 23 or whatever. If you don't know them, if you know them, you know them. If you don't, look them up. They're good. Also, that bag is a bag of clothes. I don't just keep trash in my car, okay? It's clothes. Anyways, but they came out with these new ones, or ones we've just never seen before, that are like covered in icing and like crunchy, and it's literally a candy bar, but it's 180 calories for 18 grams of protein, which is, if you don't know, perfect macros. And it's like, this thing, I can eat this after every meal and be like, wow, this is so good. Tastes like a candy bar. That's what I was trying to say. Or an Oreo. If you get the Oreo flavor, it literally tastes like an Oreo. And it's like, man, this is crazy. And it's so good. So anyways, if you're looking for any protein bars and you don't like the normal protein flavor, don't get the normal Quest brand. Is that water on my shirt? I don't know what that's not water. I don't know what that is. Anyways, if you're looking for protein, it might be deodorant. If you're looking for protein bars and you don't like the normal, like, chalky kind, I understand. Get the new Quest ones, or maybe they're not new. Maybe I just never seen them before, that are like covered in icing. Those are so good. I mean, they're genuinely just like a candy bar, and it's crazy that it has 18 grams of protein in it. And honestly, sometimes I kind of wonder, like, do they just lie about that? Because, like, I mean, obviously they don't. Like, I'm messing partially, but also part of me is like, they could just, like, I have no way of knowing there's 18 grams of protein in here other than the label. So it's like, whatever. No, why is there traffic? I hate traffic. Fun fact about me, I typically have bad road rage. But I try not to. I'm trying to get better about it. It's just, it makes no sense to me, because, like, I'm on a road with, like, red lights and stuff, I'm a little more reasonable, or on, like, back roads with a lot of stop signs. If there's traffic on a back road, though, it's like, why is everyone on the back road? There shouldn't be. They're back roads for a reason. But, like, on a road with this a bunch of stoplights, it's a little more reasonable. I can kind of understand. Why is there ever traffic on an interstate? Like, unless there's a wreck, I never understand traffic. Because it's not like on an interstate, there's a bunch of like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, like red lights. Why? And it gets on my nerves so much. But I'm trying to be better. Always trying to be better. Got that Spider-Man mentality, you know, Daredevil mentality. I love Daredevil so much. If you guys couldn't tell, literally my handle is Train Without Fear, which is Daredevil's the man without fear, and my profile picture is Daredevil, which I stole. Hopefully that's not bad. I think I got it off Pinterest though, and I think it was like they took the Daredevil off of a cover and then put it on a moon. I don't think it's like actual official Marvel artwork, so should be good. May have to change it one day. Maybe I'll dress up as Daredevil when I get the physique I need. What was I talking about? Protein bars. I mean, I already kind of touched on everything. I may be done. 21 minutes. This is longer than the last one. If you guys stuck around this far, comment cotton ball. That's what this makes me think of. If you made it this far into the video, comment cotton ball, and I'll know you're a real one. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to touch on before I move on. I don't know. I don't think so. Yeah, so essentially going to the gym with a power lifter to hit legs, which is my weakest point, and probably gonna fail, but that's okay. We all fail. Hopefully I can get some footage, but I'm not sure. If there is footage, you'll have already seen it because it'll have come out yesterday or today before this video, because I'm filming this on Wednesday. Sorry, I had to look at the date. I'm filming this on a Wednesday, but it won't release till Thursday because I do Monday chest, Tuesday back, Wednesday legs, Thursday chest, Friday back, Saturday legs, Sunday cardio. I do cardio every day, but main like full day of cardio naps on Sundays. But anyways, if I'm able to build or to film any content, it'll be posted either yesterday, when this video comes out yesterday, or which is for me today, but yesterday for you guys, or it'll be posted today, but before this video. So if you see no content from my leg day and you watch this video, you'll know why. If you don't watch this video, what are you doing, man? But I don't really know what I will do if I do get to film, because it won't be like, you know, my normal. I'm new to this, so everything's not really normal, but like I wanted to make a video for each one of my days. I started with back because that's when I started filming, when I got these mics. But I wanted to make one of every day so you guys could, like, if you wanted to, use my split. But today's not my legs. Like, I'm not doing my routine. So I don't want to share a power lifter's routine with you guys, because my goal is kind of like for this to be a lot of new people. This thing is falling. My goal is for this to kind of be like a lot of new people watching, hopefully. I mean, if there are experienced lifters here, hello. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. You probably know way more than I do, and I probably sound like an idiot. But my idea, right, is that it's going to be a lot of newer people getting into the gym that follow me. So I wanted to be able to share something with them that I do, which I will say, my workouts aren't super beginner friendly, because they're not hard. Like, well, it's all like, it depends on the weight, but the thing is like there's a couple things, like for instance on my back day, which you guys have seen, the like lat crossbody pull arounds. If you can't do the like base weight on those, you can't. Sorry, you guys probably heard that. I went to the dozer lane or whatever that is. Whoops. Anyways, if you can't do like the base weight on the, my back is so sore. On those, you kind of can't really do the exercise at all, because it's like, it's a cable. So what I may do after I'm able to show all my workouts, what I may do is actually make beginner, well, I don't know. Part of me kind of wants to do personal training alongside all this. So I don't really know if I want to give out I may give out like a really base level workout for free, and then if anyone wants like actual personal training, then they can reach out. But I don't know, just an idea. I'm about 5 minutes away from this gym. I don't, my headphones are charging, but they're not charging. Dude, I'm going to, there's a lot of turns, like small turns, so it's like, oh, I'm over, and then I'm not, and then I'm over, and then I'm not. But anyways, my headphones are charging, but they're not fully charged. I'm 5 minutes away from this gym. And I kind of want to end the video, at the same time, I'm like, I don't know if I should. I know that guy. I think I know that guy. No, I don't. That's not his truck. Never mind. Looked like it. Wasn't. No, is there anything else I want to say? If you guys have made it this far, that's not much farther than the last time I asked. Never mind. I was going to give you a fun thing to comment, but if you made it this far, you already made it as far as the other one, which was cotton balls, so... Oh, those are nice daisies. I think those are daisies. I don't know. Cool thing. Oh, sorry. Cool thing. I'm now officially partnered with First Form. It's a great fitness company. So if you guys need or are looking for any recommendations for, you know, like protein powders or creatine or supplements of any kind, shoot me a DM on Instagram or TikTok. It's the same handle, Train Without Fear. Shoot me a DM there, and I'll get to you when I can and get you set up. Like I said, I've got access to all the products, so if there's anything like, I think I have access to a couple products that aren't officially released yet. I could talk to people, maybe I'm allowed to give them, maybe I'm not. I don't know. But if I am, shoot me a text. But yeah, send me a DM if you're looking for, like, you know, say you're new to the gym, you don't really know any good protein powders. I assure you, First Form is a good protein powder. It's one I've been using for probably, why are we going so slow? It is speed limit is 55 miles per hour. That person was going 42. You know, sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't have road rage. And then stuff like that happens. And I'm like, is it really that misplaced? Whatever. Anyways, like I was saying, I've been using their protein powder for probably 4 or 5 months now. I've tried 3 different flavors. I'm about to get a new flavor, the oatmeal cookie, which one of my friends in the program told me is good. Hopefully it is. I'm sure it is, though. I haven't had a bad flavor from them yet, which is crazy because a lot of protein powder brands always end up having some sort of bad flavor. And I don't even know if it's their fault. I think it's just protein powder. It's just gross. But anyways, that's besides the point. It's all besides the point. Everything in this video is besides the point because there hasn't been a point. This is the point. Get in the gym. Go to the gym. Don't skip your... Don't... Whoa. Don't skip your cardio. Anyways, that's the point. This entire 28 and 51 second video has been just for me to tell you not to skip your cardio. But I can't get over. As I was saying, they're a great brand. I love all their products. I mean, genuinely, they're all so good. So yeah, if you ever looking for First Form products, you know, hit your boy up. I'll get you set up with them. If there are any like discounts running, I'll make sure to get those set up for you. But yeah, great company. Really glad I'm with them. So there's a cop right there, and I don't know if this is technically legal. He didn't pull out. So yep, no, we're good. Okay. Anyways, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. You know, I don't always assume like everyone's gonna watch these videos, the long form ones. It's just the kind of like I can make them, so why not, you know? Like, the short form ones are like, I have to, because that's how you get good engagement. But these long form ones are just kind of like I have a tripod, I have a mic. I don't see why I wouldn't make these videos. Which I need to get something that like clips on. It'd be a lot better for filming because this is very shaky. But anyways, I'm about 2 minutes, like it's literally just past this red light that I'm stopped at right now. So I'm gonna hopefully try and film some short form stuff. If so, you guys will have already seen that on my TikTok or Instagram. Probably won't do a lot of shorts here because I can't do copyrighted audios, and I keep getting copyrighted, so I have to just stop. So either I'm just gonna cut all the audio out, which will kind of suck, or I don't know. We'll see. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next long form video I post. I don't know when it'll be. I may try and do daily. I mean, I have the drive anyways, so there's no point in me not to. Just some days gonna be a lot shorter drives, whereas some days gonna be a lot longer drives. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. This thing's about to fall, and I'm about to be at the gym. So, as always, get in the gym, do your cardio. God bless. Have a great rest of your day.